Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. Today we're looking at the Lone Wolf Dusk 19. And if you think that intro sounded like the firearm guy, okay, this is his gun and he's being kind enough to let me do a review on it. So the least I can do is try to honor it with nowhere near as good an intro as he does. Anyway, Lone Wolf Dusk 19. Lone Wolf has been making Glock parts for a couple of decades now, and not too long ago they started actually making Glock clones. Do they make a better Glock than Glock? Well, we're going to find out today. The Dusk 19, this particular one, is one of about a dozen variations, different coloring, different barrel options. This one's got a threaded barrel on it and also a nice matching thread protector. The thread protector matches the PVD coated slide and the trigger safety. There's about 4 different colors of slides you can get. This one is also optics cut. We're going to talk more about that here in just a couple of minutes. Much better texture than I've ever had on a Glock. And I carried a Glock for 24 years on duty, and nothing wrong with Glocks, but so far this feels better than your standard Glock. It does have really good texture. The grip panels here almost look like they're an add-on, but they're not. That's the way they're molded in. Good solid texture. It's not checkering, but it looks like a proprietary pattern. Really nice feel on this Dusk 19. And I'm using some Fiocchi ammo, got a bulk price on it, so I picked up a bunch of it. I'll have to admit, in warming up today, the Dusk 19 is not really like the Fiocchi. I've had a lot of misfires. Some I could get on the second strike, some I couldn't get on until I got the third. So let's see how the Dusk 19 works out here at 25 yards. And this is out of, by the way, it's out of a Glock mag. The Dusk 19 comes with 2 mags, which are, first looking at them, until you look at the bottom, you see it's not a Glock stamp on there. They look very much like regular Glock mags. I also shot some with a P-mag, and it worked just fine out of that. So this one's a Glock mag. Let's see how it works there at 25 yards. Let's go for the raccoon on the right. The crow next to him. The woodchuck kind of hidden. Let's get the head flipper out of the way. Now let's go for the woodchuck. And let's see, how about the standing prairie dog, red one there. 6-inch, way over there on the left. Oh, come on. And there's one of those misfires from Fiocchi ammo. Try that 6-inch again. Oh, come on. All right, let's go to the 8 instead, next to the black one there. That's a little better. I got the head. I don't know why I can't get the 6-inch. All right, let's go back to the head flipper. And there's another one of those misfires. That's 2 out of 1 mag. Still working on the head flipper. There we go. And what have we got? 2 left. I want to get that 6-inch way over there on the left. It's not going to happen. All right, the Dusk 19, at least this model of the Dusk 19, comes with an optics cut for either the RMR or the HoloSun C models, not the K models. And it does come with a cover plate, of course. It's got the Swampfox Kraken on it now, which I'm going to talk more about in just a minute. Comes with suppressor height sights. These do co-witness, just a little better than 1/3 co-witness, which I really like. The front sight is a night vision stealth Trigicon or tritium front sight. The rear sight is just a plain black serrated, which is how I really like sights. I know a lot of people want to have the 3 dots and all that kind of good stuff. I like a plain black rear, and it's okay if I have a tritium or even a fiber optic on the front. This has a 4.6-inch barrel. This one's also PVD coated, and it's a stainless steel barrel with PVD coating on it. It does run nice, and it also does look like it has a metal guide rod. Hey Glock, are you listening? A metal guide rod. This particular one also comes with an extended slide stop lever, extended slide takedown levers, and it's a standard magazine release, but it is reversible so that you can put it in on either side, make it ambidextrous. And so far, again, it's working really well for me. Let's just see if it'll do anything at 50 yards. I'm going to give up on the Fiocchi, try some MagTech ammo here in 50 yards, and See if it'll work. Let's start out with the silver gong on the left, of course. 16-inch high right, 12-inch below it, 10-inch to the left of the 16, 8-inch below that. Ah, come on. I am pulling it. There we go. 6-inch to the left of that. And there is a misfire out of MagTech. If you can see it there or not, there is a primer head on it, but it's not as deep as I would expect. I know the firearm guy had a little bit of trouble with some break-in on this, but didn't say anything about light primer strikes. I still want to get that 6 there at 50 yards. There we go. Yeah, 3 rounds left. I haven't done the silhouette back there. Back to the gong. Back to the gong. And there it is. The Dusk 19 does come with a couple of different back straps on it. It does have a slightly flared mag well, which I like. It's a little bit more so than what I've had on my Glocks. And a flat face, what they call an enhanced trigger. This trigger is nice. It does break right around 4 pounds, and we are empty. By the way, I'm going to take my gloves off, at least the right one, because one thing that I get on a lot of Glock clones in particular, even on a number of actual factory Glocks with a factory trigger, is trigger pinch when I'm doing the reset. So about a 4.5 pound nice break. It's still a little sponginess because remember a Glock is about 85% cocked, and the trigger press where you feel that sponginess is actually doing the final 15% or so of cocking the striker. So on the reset, now when I shoot, remember I pretty much scrape the trigger guard with my finger, and on a lot of them that's where I get the finger pinch. Nothing on this one. By the way, that trigger guard is really significantly undercut, which gives me a good high grip, which I really like. Occasionally I still do have a problem though with shooting it like a 1911. My thumb will hold down the slide stop lever so it won't hold open on the last round, but that's me, not the gun. Really nice feel trigger, decent reset, a little bit of sponginess, but about 4 pound clean break. I do like it. And they say that the trigger helps avoid Glock knuckle, or the trigger guard does. And again, I think that undercut really does help. I haven't had any problem in all the shooting I've done with this thing. Now, it does weigh, initially it looks like it's going to weigh a little bit more than a Glock 19. I did put this side by side with my Glock 19, different optic system on it, but still a threaded barrel. And the Glock comes out at 31.9 ounces. This comes out at 32.8. However, the difference in that about 9/10 of an ounce is in the optic. This Kraken, Swampfox Kraken. By the way, don't get turned off by the name Swampfox. If you look up the history of Francis Marion in the Revolutionary War, he was the Swampfox. So it's a historical tribute to a really great warrior back in, well before, well, okay, a little bit before my time. Yeah, a lot before my time. So the Swampfox Kraken kind of looks like a mailbox sitting on the top. This is a fully enclosed optic, which I do like. You know I like Swampfox products. This one is a green dot. If you can see it in there or not. Yeah, it doesn't show up so well outside here, but I like green. I've come to really like the green dots on Swampfox. The Kraken is fully enclosed. It does have a side mount CR2032 battery, but the optic itself is about 0.8 of an ounce heavier than the optic that I had on my regular Glock 19, hence the difference in price. Otherwise, loaded, this thing is 32.8 ounces with 16 rounds, 124 grain ammo. The Glock was 31.9, so again, 0.9 of an ounce difference. It is so far a really, really nice gun. And is it a better Glock than a Glock? I think so, and I really do thank my friend the firearm guy for loaning it to me and let me shoot it out here and have a little fun with it. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe. Alright, I know it's not as great as the firearm guy, but I had to give it a shot. Thanks for watching.